7番線に電車が参ります。危ないですから黄色い線の内側までお下がりください。
Hello and welcome back to the Yamanote. Alex here as we get ready to depart from Ōmiya Station, driving a 251 series on a Super View Odoriko Limit Express service bound for Izu Shimoda. And we are getting ready to depart here. So let's wait for the doors to close. And by the way, new game today, Densha de GO Professional 2. All the doors are closed, safe to depart now. Shupat Shinko. Departure clear, and we have a 75 speed limit. And a green light, of course. And yeah, today we have a new game, Densha de GO Professional 2 for the PlayStation 2. End of the speed limit zone, upcoming 60 speed limit, and the train announcement. .45 speed limit. And watch out as we go downhill here. Green light. Let's keep it under 45. And we'll be passing next to Saitama-Shintoshin station. Green light, end of the speed limit zone under Saitama-Shintoshin station. And as you can see, we are passing next to the station, not through the station. We are 4 seconds ahead of schedule. Green light. And you can see that this is an early morning service. It's almost 8 o'clock. It looks nice. Green light. We'll be passing next to Yono station. Green light that you can see there to the left. 1 second late. Was close. Green light, and we are traveling along the Shōnan Shinjuku Line. The Shōnan Shinjuku Line that was green light, created in 2001. So Densha de GO Professional 2 was released in 2002. So the Shōnan Shinjuku Line was pretty new at the time, and that means that some construction was still going on. As you can see, we have a temporary 25 speed limit here. Speed limit clear. So now we can regain speed. Passing near Kita-Urawa station. And one interesting thing with the Shōnan Shinjuku Line is that actually it doesn't have any dedicated track. It's more like a route in a way, 4 seconds late, because it goes on other lines. For green light, for instance, now we are traveling along the Tohoku freight line. That is considered part of the Tohoku main line. Green light. Going to do like that, 110. Green light. Because next we are passing near Urawa station. And Urawa station is like down there. 2 seconds ahead of schedule. Alright. Close enough. green light. And the Shōnan Shinjuku Line was created in, oh, look there, 209 series on a Keihin Tohoku Line service, green light. The Keihin Tohoku Line was, sorry, the Shōnan Shinjuku Line was created in order to provide services to the Shinjuku Ikebukuro corridor. Let's see, we are 4 seconds ahead of schedule as we pass near Minami-Urawa, green light. Yeah, I'm going to keep it there at 100. And there is the Urawa train depot, those 209 series trains. There is now the Saitama train depot. And green light. Yeah, JREs had trouble to provide medium distance services to Shinjuku and Ikebukuro because they were 211 series, because they were situated inside of the Yamanote Line corridor. Green light. Next we'll pass near Warabi station. We are still a little ahead of schedule. Green light. Let's keep it there at 90. We'll coast from here. And that means that there was a heavy competition from other train companies like Tokyo and Odakyu offering services to Shinjuku and Ikebukuro. So JREs decided to create this new route, the Shōnan Shinjuku Line, and offer better north-south services. Because the other Yamanote Line corridor from Shinagawa to Tokyo and Ueno was serviced by the Keihin Tohoku Line and the Tokaido Main Line and the Tohoku Main Line. Green light. 2 seconds ahead of schedule, just as we pass near Nishi-Kawaguchi station. And by the way, that's a 100 speed limit, the green light. Let's keep it there. Green light. And yeah, it's kind of interesting that Professional 2 decided to include a brand new line for players to experience, and another 209 series. We are almost on time, passing near Kawaguchi station. Remember, we still have that 100 speed limit. Green light. And another 100 speed limit. And we are approaching our next stop, that is Akabane. Green light, and of the speed limit zone. I'm going to keep it there at 100. Reducing the speed now. And sounding the horn. We have an 80 speed limit. Let's keep it there at 80 and coast from here as we get a green light and the end of the speed limit zone. And the train announcement for Akabane station. Green light. And the Tohoku Shinkansen to the right, those elevated tracks. That's the Tohoku Shinkansen. Let's reduce the speed. As we approach the stopping point. Hello, hello. You can see the gates that were introduced for Professional 2. All right, 33 centimeters, 1 second late. That's a good stop. And look at the 251 series. Really impressive design. That was in service from April of 1990 to 2020. It was retired in 2020. Now let's get ready to depart from Akabane station. As we hear the Eki Melo. Now we have to wait for the doors to close. Meanwhile, I will change the timetable. All the doors are closed, safe to depart now. Shupat Shinko. Departure clear. Departing Akabane station now. The next stop will be Ikebukuro. And now we are going under the tracks of the Tohoku Shinkansen. Let's gain some speed here. Green light. Green light. And now the Tohoku Shinkansen is to the left. Goes from here. Green light. So we pass near Higashi-Jūjō. Actually, I'm going to reduce speed a bit. 4 seconds ahead of the schedule. Green light. And still, as you can see, we are not really going through the stations. Green light. 90 speed limit. Goes from here. And by the way, although this is considered the Shōnan Shinjuku Line, that denomination is more for local and rapid trains, not for a limit express like the Super View Odoriko, 85 speed limit. And we are near Oji station, 2 seconds ahead of the schedule. Well, keeping it there. Green light, and we have another upcoming 85 speed limit. Just as we go under the Keijin Tohoku Line tracks. Green light. And we have an upcoming 60 speed limit. '70 speed limit now. Passing close to Kami-Nakazato station. Repeating signal clear. 2 seconds late here. 80 speed limit. 75 speed limit. End of the speed limit zone. And to the left, that's a E4 Shinkansen that we recently drove on the Tohoku Shinkansen, 55 speed limit, 50 speed limit now, and a 45 speed limit before entering the Nakazato tunnel. We are now near Tabata station. That means that we are entering the Yamanote Line corridor. Green light. End of the speed limit zone. 65 speed limit. And yeah, this is the Yamanote Line corridor, and we have gone from the Tohoku Freight Line, green light, to the Yamanote Freight Line. Remember, we still have that 65 speed limit, and we'll pass near Komagome station. End of the speed limit zone, green light. Ooh, we are a bit late here, and of course we have made a lot of trips to Komagome station. especially with Densha de GO Yamanote-sen. Green light. And next is Sugamo Station. And we have an upcoming 85 speed limit. 85 speed limit. 3 seconds late here. Upcoming 65 speed limit. 65 speed limit, green light. Speaking of the Yamanote, that's a 205 series train on the Yamanote line, and we have an upcoming 55 speed limit and a green light just before Ōtsuka station. So we are approaching the next stop, Ikebukuro. 4 seconds late there. Green light. Let's go back to 55. It's good to be back on the Yamanote line corridor. And also from a different perspective, from the Yamanote freight line. Green light. You can hear the train announcement for Ikebukuro. I'm going to keep it at 55. Repeating signal clear. Green light. Let's keep it there. And upcoming 45 speed limit. So let's reduce the speed accordingly. We get a green light. 80 speed limit. So I'm going to get a bit more speed. End of the speed limit zone. Hello, hello. And approaching the stop here at Ikebukuro. Alright, 4 seconds late, 47 centimeters, but that's still a good stop. Bit late for my taste, and also I would have wanted it to be a bit closer too, but no penalties there, so I'll take it. And speaking of Densha de GO Yamanote-san, we are about to, well, it's the Ekimeno for Ikebukuro station. This section from Ikebukuro to Shinjuku, we have seen this one while doing the Narita Express run. In case you want to compare the difference between Professional 2, well, all the doors are closed, safe to depart now, Shupat Shinko, green light. And as I was saying, in case you want to compare Professional 2 for the PlayStation 2 with Densha de GO Yamanote-sen for the PlayStation 4. And look at that, we have an upcoming 45 speed limit. So let's keep it there at 45. So we continue here on the Yamanote freight line. And the sound of the horn, the 251 series, and that was the end of the speed limit zone. Now we are approaching Mejiro station. We have a green light. We may be, 1 second late. Green light. So let's get some speed here. Green light. And there goes a 205 series on a Shinjuku Line service. And we have, well, we are now 3 seconds ahead of the schedule as we get a green light. So yeah, we are kind of back on the schedule here. I'm going to keep it at 100. We sprinted just past Takadanobaba station. And next is Shin-Ōkubo station. We have a green light. Yeah, 2 seconds ahead of the schedule. That's good. And next will be Shinjuku station. We have a green light. You can see there the Yamanote line. Green light. Well, let's start reducing the speed as we approach Shinjuku station, because we have a green light but also a 45 speed limit. 45 speed limit. Train announcement for Shinjuku. 45 speed limit. 50 speed limit now. Green light. Approaching our platform at Shinjuku station. Take a look at around. But let's stay focused. Come on, wake up! We are going to be a bit late here. A bit late and a bit over. Look at the time bank. 26 seconds. And still a long way to Yokohama station. So this train is bound for Isu Shimoda, but the Shōnan Shinjuku Line section, including the Kimelo, the Shōnan Shinjuku Line section, including Professional 2, is from Ōmiya to Yokohama. Doors are closing. All the doors are closed. Safe to depart now. Shupat Shinko. Departure clear. We still have that 50 speed limit and an upcoming 45 speed limit. Speed limit. We'll coast from here with the train announcement. 45 speed limit. Going downhill. Green light. End of the speed limit zone. Let's get some speed here. But not too much, because we have an upcoming 75 speed limit and a green light. 75 speed limit. Coasting here as we approach Harajuku station. Green light. To the left, that's the Imperial platform of Harajuku Station and of the speed limit zone. But we have an upcoming 60 speed limit and a green light. Keeping it there under 60 and an upcoming 70 speed limit. Yamanote Line train at Harajuku Station. We were 1 second ahead of schedule, 70 speed limit. Let's keep it there. There goes another Seikyo Line 205 series, a green light. 85 speed limit now. Watch out, because we have an 80 speed limit, green light, and also a 55 speed limit. We are able to clear. Entering Shibuya Station now. But without making a stop at Shibuya Station. Green light. 70 speed limit now. End of the speed limit zone. But as you can see, we are going through Shibuya Station. But not making a stop at Shibuya. So we have a green light. 85 speed limit. End of the speed limit zone. Upcoming 75 speed limit. 75 speed limit, green light. Another 205 series on the Yamanote Line, end of the speed limit zone. And we have an 85 speed limit, 70 speed limit. We are about to pass through Ebisu Station. Oh, nice. 1 second ahead of schedule. Green light. We still have that 75 speed limit. So we continue on the Yamanote Freight Line and look there, a 215 series, the double-decker liner. Impressive. Green light. Going next to the Jebisu Garden. We have a repeating signal clear and a 70 speed limit. Green light, and going now under the Yamanote Line. Let's keep it there at 70. We get a green light. And to the left, that's Meguro Station. And look at that, we pass just on time, on schedule, near Meguro Station, and keeping it under 70. What a great thing to rely to drive the 251 series, a really special train. As I said, it was introduced in 1990 as a luxury train for the Odakyu services. Green light. You may remember that back on last year we did a run with the 185 series on a Odakyu Limited Express service. And now we are passing close to Gotanda Station, green light. And we have an upcoming 45 speed limit. Speed limit. 1 second late. Green light. And the thing with the 185 series was that it was a fine limit express, but it didn't have that kind of premium. Yeah, it wasn't a premium train. It was more like a regular train. 60 speed limit. Watch out, that was a 45 speed limit and a 60 speed limit. That's something that happens with Densha de GO Professional 2. Now we are approaching Osaki Station, 2 seconds ahead of schedule. I will talk a bit more about the 251 series, but this is interesting because we are going to, green light, we are going to leave now the Yamanote freight line and go 55 speed limit into the Osaki branch line, end of the speed limit zone. And you can see there to the left, that's the Yamanote line depot. It's the main Tokyo depot, and we have an upcoming 60 speed limit, keeping it under 60. So this is the Osaki branch line, green light, because now we need to go from the Yamanote freight line, end of the speed limit zone, repeating signal clear, to the Tokaido freight line, but it's now the Yokosuka line. Green light and a 60 speed limit. Passing now through Hebikubo Junction, end of the speed limit zone, and a 80 speed limit. That we were a bit late passing through Hebikubo station. We have a green light. And this is Nishi-Ōi station. Late there, 3 seconds. So we get penalized on the time bank. Green light. We still have that 80 speed limit, upcoming 75 speed limit. And this is the Tokaido freight line, but it's now the Yokosuka line. So we have that 75 speed limit, end of the speed limit zone. Green light, so let's get some speed. The next station that we'll be passing through is Shin-Kawasaki, and by the way, that's the Tokaido Shinkansen to the right. We went under the Tokaido Shinkansen. And yeah, the 251 series was created for that premium experience. So only 4 train sets of 10 cars each were created. And we have 100 speed check. Nearly we get that speed check. 98 green light. But considering that we were a bit late, I prefer to try and be back on the schedule for Shin-Kawasaki station. Green light, and the 251 series was a really premium experience with that observation deck on the front. It had French-made seats for the observation seats. Look there, we have an upcoming 60 speed limit. This is going to be a close one. Really close, actually. 80 speed limit. Only 13 seconds on the time bank. And here I am talking about the French seats of the 251 series. End of the speed limit zone, green light. Instead of looking at the observation deck, I should be looking at the signals, right? Oh. Sorry there. But yeah, the 251 series was something really special. It also have a playroom for children. And this is Shin-Kawasaki station. And yeah, we are back on the schedule. Nearly. Yeah, look at that. 2 seconds ahead of the schedule, so we get 3 seconds back for the time bank. Because as you can see, this is going through Shin-Kawasaki station, not near the station. It even had FM radio receivers for each green car seat. So top of the luxury of at the time. So green car is like the first class cars. We get a green light. Next we'll be passing near Tsurumiya station. Green light. And yes, sadly for 2020, the 251 series green light was a bit old. It wasn't the same like in 30 years ago. So a new train was introduced, the 261 series, that is completely amazing. Like the 251 series was deluxe, the 261 series is ultra deluxe. Green light. And look there, we are going to be almost on time, I believe. Green light. And look at that. 1 second ahead of schedule. We pass near Tsurumiya station. Green light. And now we are on the near the Tokaido main line. Green light. And the Keishin Tohoku line. And by the way, both the 251 series, green light, and the 261 series won the very prestigious Laurel Prize. Green light. Next stop will be Yokohama. Green light, and I would love to travel on the 261 series, the Sapphire Odoriko. There goes green light. A Keishin Tohoku line train, a 209 series. Remember that we saw those at the beginning of the trip. Green light. 2 seconds ahead of the schedule as we pass near Shin-Koyasu. And there goes a 211 series. Green light. Yeah, this reminds me, of course, of the first Densha de GO with the Keishin Tohoku line, green light, and of the first Densha de GO Professional with the Tokaido main line and also the Keishin Tohoku line, green light. Now we are approaching Higashi-Kanagawa. Two seconds ahead of the schedule, green light. That's good. Next will be Yokohama station, Yokohama Eki. Green light. Let's start reducing the speed. Green light. And you can see there a KQ train. As we switch tracks and entering Yokohama station. Green light. Let's make an announcement that the Super View Odoriko is entering the station. Hello, hello. Okay, reducing the speed. It's good. We still have time. Oh, look at that. Few seconds ahead of the schedule, 9 centimeters. That was a good stop, I believe, to finish this run with the 251 series, the Super View Odoriko. Really special train. Of course, it's named so because of the short history, the dancing girl of Odoriko, and look there, E231 series, a 211 series, nice, and the 215 series, the double-decker liner, and there it is, the 251 series, and a E217 series, Yokosuka Line. Another 215 series, beautiful train. And there it is, the 251 with that azure blue and future gray livery. The E231 series. And again, the E217 series. All the trains that you can drive in Densha de GO Professional 2 on the Shōnan Shinjuku Line. There goes the 211. And the music is so nice, right? So relaxing. You can see there the conductor checking that E231 series was leaving the station. So I think that was a really nice run. Again, I really wanted to play Professional 2 in the channel. It was a long time coming. And by the way, thank you again for all your likes and comments, also for subscribing to the channel. And until the next time, thank you for traveling with the Yamanote, and have a nice rest of your trip. Bye!